Greetings, YouTube. It's Daniel, aka Dangar the Mighty. I know it's been a long time since I've dropped a video, but I've had to be dealing with some things with the hurricane and repairs and cleanup and everything. But I'm back, and I hope to drop a video every week again. Today I'm going to share with you Spirit of the Century and its various incarnations. Spirit of the Century is where we first see the trappings of what become Fate core. Fate is derived from Fudge, but Spirit of the Century is where it finally clicked and became what we know of as Fate core. Spirit of the Century is a pulp superheroes game in which you play as pulp superheroes. Things like Indiana Jones or the Spirit or the Rocketeer or even the Spider or the Phantom. Those kind of superheroes. You are characters who belong to what is known as the Century Club. And the Century Club are a group of superheroes who fight the shadows of the century, who are people who were born a split second before 1900, whereas you are embodying the spirit of the century. You were born the split second of midnight of the year 1900. You have certain powers that allow you to get these special gifts that allow you to fight tyranny and villainy, and there's a lot of Nazi punching, as this is pulp, of course, and it's in the early days prior to World War II. And this is a Fate core game, so ergo you have aspects, you have skills, you have stunts, and you have fate points, and you roll 4d6 with pluses and minuses on them, and your skills go up and down the ladder from terrible to legendary. And there's a lot of cool aspects to this game and worlds of adventure in a pulp superhero setting. You got your index, some other games that are put out by Evil Hat, and you got your character sheet right there. Now we'll take a look at Young Centurions. Now, Young Centurions takes the Spirit of the Century characters, but it makes them younger. Like, this is the 1910s and 1912s, where your characters are more or less young centurions. And this uses the Fate accelerated version, very slimmed and trimmed down version of the Fate core rules, in which instead of skills, you have things that are called you still have your aspects, but you also have approaches, and approaches are how you go about things as opposed to what skills you use. It's more like, do I do this sneakily? Do I do this cleverly? Do I do this forcefully. And so now in this setting, you're playing as younger versions of yourselves from Spirit of the Century. There's some examples of play in here. How to set campaign rating. Some story hooks. And then there's some example characters. And a character sheet in the back. We're also going to take a look at Spirit of the Season, which is a kind of a holiday-esque scenario in which you take your Spirit of the Century characters and you're playing through some holiday hijinks like adventures. To save the season. You got villains like Dr. Scrooge. And a way to make a little ornament in the back. And some of the other games put out by Evil Hat. There's Shadow of the Century. In Shadow of the Century, this is a 1980s superhero game where you are the mentees of the spirits of the century who are at the age of retirement, and they're starting to retire from the whole superhero gig, and now you play as young heroes in the 1980s fighting the shadows of the century, as in all the shadows from the previous game, and their mentees, their apprentices. So this gives you that 1980s superhero vibe. And it still uses Fate Core, where you have aspects, you have skills, you have stunts, you have consequences and stress and fate points. But now in a 1980s setting. I am hoping that I can continue to post videos every week. And I plan to. There's a character sheet right there in the back. Thank you all for joining me today. Have a good day and keep on playing. Thank you.